Hello, good afternoon. Today we'll recap the entire things, whatever we studied so far. ଜୀବନ ଆମେ ମୂଳରୁ ଯାହା ସବୁ ପଢିଥିଲେ ସିଲାବସରେ ଥିଲା ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ମନେ ପକେଇଦବା। ପ୍ରଥମେ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିଥିଲା ଆମେ ୟୁନିଟ୍ 1 ୟୁନିଟ୍ 1 ରେ ଆମର ବିଜନେସ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଫାଇନାନ୍ସିଆଲ ଏନଭାରନମେଣ୍ଟ ବିଷୟରେ ଆମେ ଜାଣିଥିଲେ। What is the financial environment? What is the business environment? What do you mean by environment? 21st century ଆମର କ'ଣ environment ହବ କିଛିଟା ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଆମେ ଶିଖିଥିଲେ। What is the next environment? Less number of workers, knowledge-based industries, less time taken decision. 21st century ଆମର ଯୋଉ environment change ହବ, what we are predicting, ସେ ସବୁ point ଆମେ discuss କରିଥିଲେ। ତିନି ଚାରିଟା point କେମିତି କାମ କମ ହବ, employment କମ ହବ, ଲୋକ କମ ହେବେ, quick decision ହବ because of tools and technology, management level ରେ କମ ହବ, lack of payment, permanent job ର scarcity ଦେଖାଦେବ। ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ ପଢିଥିଲେ। Business environment ଆମର କାହାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ, ତାର definition, what is the meaning of business environment, how it is impacting to business ପଢିଥିଲେ। meaning and its impact, definition of business environment, features of business environment, what are the features, what are the objective, what are the definition, what is the meaning of business environment, how the business is going to be in 21st century. Studied all these things in unit 1. How a business environment is relevant to the business. Business environment, how it is relevant. कौन business ପାଇଁ କାହିଁକି important environment, internal environment, external environment. Why it is important? We understood all these things. Scanning of business environment. We have पढ़ते concept. What is the scanning? What is the meaning of scanning? Business environment काहेंगे scan करा जाए? What is the outcome of scanning? We studied all these things. What are the different component of business environment? What is the component of internal environment? What is the component of external environment? We discuss all these things. सब जिस आमे यूनिट 1 ने पढ़ते then unit 2 रे आमे पढ़ते कौन? What is the meaning of fiscal policy, monetary policy, industrial policy, or government policy? We studied in unit 2. Fiscal policy and monetary policy which आमे difference जानते What is the meaning of fiscal policy? Government रो जो expenditure होची, how it is controlling the economy. We studied the fiscal policy and monetary policy. Who is the owner of fiscal policy? Who is the owner of monetary policy? How it is controlled? Industrial policy विषय में discuss करते हैं. What is the meaning of industrial policy? LPG model, liberalization, privatization, globalization, and this policy we studied. Economic environment development discuss the economic environment microeconomic factor and macroeconomic factor. ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ଆମର କଣ କଣ ଯୋଉ ବିଜନେସ କୁ ଇମ୍ପାକ୍ଟ କରୁଛି, ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ଇକୋନୋମିକ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ଆଣ୍ଡ ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ଇକୋନୋମିକ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ଯୋଉଟା ତମର specific to your shop, specific to your customer, specific to your business is actually microeconomic factor. Macro is global, which is impacting to entire nation, entire industry. That is macro. We studied all these different factors. We study fiscal policy, monetary policy, and industrial policy. Fiscal policy କେତେ ପ୍ରକାରର କଣ କଣ ଅଛି? We studied this fiscal policy factors. What are the factors? What are the significance? What are the how it is impacting the economy? How government is controlling the economy, nations, persons buying power by changing by tuning the fiscal policy. Fiscal policy कौन change कले government केମିତି benefit होची हम ताको discuss करतले. What are the different factors and tools used in fiscal policy? We discussed fiscal policy factors and tools, taxes and spending. Main tool used in fiscal policy is taxes and government spending. Government can raise uh, and minimize the tax and raise the spending and minimize the spending. That is actually controlling lot of things in the economy. What are the different types of fiscal policy we studied? How fiscal policy is affecting business, investment opportunity, how it is affecting and creating different opportunity for investors and business growth, taxation, unemployment, all these things, how it is affecting the business. We studied all these things. Monetary policy, we discuss a little bit on monetary policy. Monetary policy is set nation's overall money supply. Monetary policy ଆମର ନେସନ କେତେ ଟଙ୍କା ପାବ କେତେ ଟଙ୍କା ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ରହିବ କେତେ ଟଙ୍କା ଲୋକଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ରହିବ everything is under monetary policy. The control of money. Monetary policy is driven by centralized bank, and in India it is RBI. What are the different types of monetary policy? We discussed goals of monetary policy and difference between monetary policy and fiscal policy. We discussed industrial policy. We discussed industrial policy. We discussed one important thing which came into 99, which implemented the LPG policy, liberation, privatization, globalization. LPG policy, which came into picture in 99 when Manmohan Singh was the prime minister. That comes under economic policy, new industrialization policy. Independently, we discussed what is liberation, what is privatization, what is globalization. If it is the business is liberal, how it is impacting to the different transaction, different business house, liberation କଣ କାହିଁକି ଲୋକମାନେ ଉପକୃତ ହଉଛନ୍ତି liberation ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ସବୁ ଡିସ୍କସ୍ କରୁଥିଲେ ପ୍ରାଇଭେଟାଇଜେସନରେ କଣ ଲାଭ ହଉଛି pushing public sector and pushing the private sector and minimizing public sector. Sorry. In privatization, how is the ownership is transferring, what is the benefits of transferring their ownership from private sector to public sector? Liberation, privatization, globalization, LPG, impact of business, industrial policy on business. This also we studied. What are the impact? Business competition बढ़ जाଉଛି business technical competency, technical environment बढ़ जाଉଛି. You have to be with the age, we have to be with the change. You cannot say that this is something new, I cannot do this, but you have to accept the change, necessity for the change. These are the impact we studied, impact of industrialization business. In unit 3, government and business. What are the how government is related to business? Social responsibility we studied, CSR, social responsibility, corporate social responsibility, CSR. What are the social responsibility company is having? Why they are having types of social responsibility? Philanthropy type, legal responsibility, economic responsibility. We start all these things. Ethically, you are responsible. Philanthropically, you are responsible. Socially, you are responsible. So, corporate is responsible for many things, and they are responsible, and they are mitigating their responsibility by doing something that is called CSR, social responsibility, social responsible activity, CSR. Then we studied the MNC's concept, multinational corporation, MNC's concept, why a company is called MNCs, what are the main criteria, and which situation you can call someone is MNC. We studied this. Then what are the advantages being a MNC? Suppose you are a MNC company, what are the advantages? What benefits you get? Then a non-MNC company, what is the difference? We studied and different models of MNCs, multinational model, centralized model, regional model. We studied different model of MNCs, economic planning. Then we studied economic planning of India. What are the concept of economic planning? What are the features of economic planning? Importance of economic planning, objective of economic planning. So What is economic planning? To increase the growth of the economy of the country, of the standard of living of the people is known as economic planning. So economically, how a country is developed, we plan a lot of things. In economic planning, we discussed regarding poverty, unemployment, 5 years plan, what are the different plan government is making regarding infrastructure, inflation, industrial sickness. Economic planning, what are the business economic problems in India? Our economy still faces various problems and challenges such as corruption. ଆମର ଯେମିତି corruption ହଉଛି, infrastructure ନାହିଁ, rural ଏରିଆରେ poverty ଦେଖାଯାଉଛି, ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷରେ ଆମର growth ହେଇପାରୁନି ଅନେକ ଜିନିଷ. These are the problems. We also studied business economic problems in India. What are the different problems India is facing regarding poverty, poorness, unemployment, poor education, all these things. We studied poverty, how to reduce poverty, what is called poverty, what are the different types of poverty, how poverty is measured. Poverty and unemployment. What is unemployment? How unemployment is calculated? We studied all these things. What is the meaning of unemployment? And how it is impacting the economy? Types of unemployment. What are the different types of unemployment? Cyclical unemployment, seasonal unemployment, structural unemployment, frictional unemployment, disguised unemployment. We studied all these things. Institutional unemployment. How to measure the unemployment. We studied all these things. Then we discussed regarding inflation. What do you mean by inflation? What is the meaning of inflation? What is the impact of inflation? Why inflation happens? What is the causes of inflation? The disadvantages and advantages of inflation, pros and cons. What are the main causes of inflation? Why it is happening? We discuss all these things. Advantages and advantages also we discuss. We also discuss the sickness of industry, industrial sickness, Special Provision Act. Why? What are the Special Provision Act? Special Provision Act 1985. It says about industrial sickness. Industrial sickness, like what the impact on society if something industry is sick? What is the impact of people? What are the cause of industrial sickness? Why industrial sickness happening in what are the cause and what is the internal cause, what is the external cause of industrial sickness? the reason for industrial sickness in India. We discussed all these things. Then we discussed non-economic activity. Non-economic activity is activity performed with the purpose of rendering services to other without any consideration of financial gain. Economic activity and the non-economic activity. Economic activity, you gain something, you do something for the money. Non-economic activity, you are not doing, you are not getting, you are not expecting any money. That is the difference. We started this economic activity and non-economic activity. Features of non-economic activity. Service motive, self-satisfaction, not measured in money, social obligation. These are non-economic activity. What is the example? We gave some example of non-economic activities. We also started the institutional support. What are the different institutions are supporting industry, starting an enterprise because different resources and facilities like finance, building infrastructure, ଯେତେ ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ହେବା ପାଇଁ ଫାଇନାନ୍ସ ଅଛି ଇନଫ୍ରାଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚର ଅଛି ସବୁ ଦରକାର ଅଛି ସେଥିଲାଗି different government institution, non-government institution, how they are supporting, how they are coming forward and helping the business house, what are the institutions support and how they are promoting the business, what are the different stages of promotion, inception stage, appraisal stage, and expansion stage. We discussed that is looking for promotion in district level, in state level, in national level. There are so many institutions which are helping business organization to promote. So it could be government organization, government institution or non-government institution, but they're helping the business house in different levels. District level, state level, national level, and also we started international institution. There are several international institutions. There are so many institutions we studied. SISI, EDI, NIESBUD, National Institute of Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, Khadi and Business Industry Commission, KBIC, Small Scale Industry Board, SSI, NEDB, National Entrepreneurship Development Board, TIC, District Industry Center. These are different centers working in different level. Some institutions are working in state level, district level. Some institutions are working national level to promote the business house. Other than that, we have some state level agencies. Just a minute. Sorry. So we discussed all the institutional support, how institutions are supporting in different level, district level, national level, and state level. Then we discussed the international institution like World Bank, International Monetary Fund, IMF. What are the roles of World Bank? Why World Bank and IMF has is created? World Trade Organization. What is the function of World Trade Organization? We discussed that. Objective of World Bank, IBRD, International Bank for Restructure and Development. The other name of World Bank, IBRD. What are the functions of World Bank? We discussed how World Bank is related to Indian industry, International Monetary Fund, IMF, the structure of IMF. We discussed that. Last class we discussed on TAT, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development Policy, on TAT, UNCDA, TAD, Trade and Development, TAD, Trade and Development, UNC is United Nations Conference. We discussed that. With that, we completed the entire syllabus. We discussed the regional association, regional centers. So it took around 18 to 9 classes. We completed the entire syllabus. You go through it and let me know if you have any question. And we'll start another paper maybe from this week. Tomorrow I'll let you know. I'll send you the class invite today. Thank you.